Now, Barossa Park today became the 51st venue to host the VFL/AFL game, and it was an absolutely magnificent sight.
Yeah,
and we saw the Gold Coast Suns start the season 4-0. This is their best start ever. Amazing to think what they're doing in Damien Hardwick's second season, but they didn't have it all their own way. It took until the second half for them to get on top of North Melbourne, who were 2 goals up at one point in that third quarter, but the Gold Coast Suns kicked 11 of the last 13 goals to seal this game, and it said as much about North Melbourne as it did about the Gold Coast Suns.
I think it did. So what we're about to show you here is a few defensive half stoppages that Gold Coast just kicked goals from. I mean, have a look at this. So many times you see North Melbourne either be uncontested and not go to their man, or swarm to the ball. We're about to see a couple where 3 or 4 players go to the fall of the footy, and there's just Gold Coast players hanging out the back. Look, there's 2 of them there. They could have raffled that off before they kicked that goal, and that's what took the game away from North Melbourne in the end. I know Alistair Clarkson spoke after the game about being these sides that are 5 or 6 years into their journey, and it's going to take some time. You're going to have hiccups and stuff like that. I think this North Melbourne side, though, if you see what Adelaide's done to start the year, and I know they had a disappointing loss as well on Thursday night, but they're starting to build up. They're starting to ramp up. North Melbourne, I think, are too far into their rebuild now to still be making mistakes like that. And to cough up 8 goals from stoppage today would have been bitterly disappointing for them as well. And to cough up those 3 or 4 goals from D50 stoppage, particularly in the last 40 minutes of that game, would have been incredibly disappointing as well for Alistair Clarkson. So whether or not they're still a young side, the youngest side in the competition, but whether or not they should be past this now, I think that's what Alistair Clarkson will be thinking, because that was just fundamental errors that they were making. They shouldn't be making at this stage of their development.
Now, the game changed in the third quarter, and it was the big 3 in the middle for the Gold Coast Suns. Tuke Miller went back inside and had a huge impact, as did Matt Rowell and Noah Anderson. They were highly influential in this result.
I reckon Matt Rowell could win the Brownlow, you know. I reckon his form to start the year has been so fantastic. He's got that burst, that acceleration back. This is the Matt Rowell we saw go pick 1 in his draft year. This is the Matt Rowell that we saw play his first 3 games of AFL footy, and everyone thought, hey, he could win a Brownlow.
He might
in his
have
first
9
year.
votes at this point of
He
year.
very much could. I mean, the only reason why he wouldn't is because his teammate and his good friend Noah Anderson might have stolen a couple off him.
Call.
They've been so good to start the year. They're the dynamic duo in that Gold Coast midfield group. And then Tuke Miller's the underrated one. I mean, for so long he's been carrying this side on his shoulders. Now he's got help, but he's still doing an effective job as ever. Tuke Miller, he's been fantastic to start the year. They're their numbers. If they can win as many clearances and win as much footy as they did today, they can hit the scoreboard as we saw Tuke Miller and Matt Rowell do, and Noah Anderson's hit the scoreboard to start the year as well, even though he didn't today. They're such a hard proposition to stop. 4-0 for the first time in their history, and they're flying at the moment, Gold Coast. I think they're a genuine potential top 4 side.
What did you make of the pink? Happy with it?
Loved it. They should wear it again.
They will wear it again. They actually have made a decision, I believe, that if they won well today, they would win it. They'd wear it again this year. We'll see it again.
I think they should. I mean, I love it. It sums up Gold Coast, I think. I loved a bit of flair. I loved it. So I love all the gather-around jerseys, to be honest.